Hey, hello, hi, welcome to the Diala Compass Academy. Today I'm going to share with you how to use food variety to lose weight and keep it off. Yes, this is an important topic because, as you know, we're all just gone through the holidays and what's going to follow next? Losing weight. So, quick question. Are you thinking of how to lose weight and keep it off now that the holidays are over? I was talking to my friend the other day. He told me he's been doing the keto diet, and for the past 2 weeks, they've been off it because there's just been too many things going on, you know, in the family. Either because they're staying at home because of the pandemic, so they're just, they get tired of watching TV, they eat some food. Maybe one or two people come over to the house, they eat food. Within family, they celebrate Christmas, more food, and other holidays, New Year, Epiphany, so many. So they've just been eating so much. What's the result? They've gained some weight. So if you're like them, and like myself too, you find out that it's been hard for you to keep to even your own parameters, what you've set for yourself. So that's why I want to share with you today a few tips on how you can lose weight and keep it off through variety, through the choices you made. So I'm going to present to you two things today, right? I'm going to high density energy food versus low density energy food. That's basically the two things. And then in terms of variety, we're going to look at adding fruits and veggies to what we eat and then watching our portions and our percentages, right? What percentage of what you're eating are carbs, what is fat, what is protein. In the Dollar Compass Academy, our weight loss program is the Relentless Weight Loss Program. That's the key program that we use, and it's based on the Compass method for weight loss. Okay, and the anchor or the key elements are variety, adjustment, and moderation. That's VAM. But you don't have to know all this. The main thing you need to know is you need to watch your portions, you need to check your variety, and then what factors affect your eating. These are the key things you need to check. So just so you know, I'm going to speak a little bit about this, and I'm also going to scroll down and read some of these too, just to make sure that I keep as close as I can to the script. But sometimes I'm going to move out a little bit. Okay, to sustainably lose weight, you have to aim for a healthy variety of food that contains adequate but moderate portions of fat, proteins, carbohydrates, and vitamins. Sometimes I'm going to interchange carbohydrates and carbs, For the most part, you can get your vitamins from fruits and vegetables, but from time to time, you can also take supplements to make up for that, for the vitamin part of your food. So what do I recommend? I recommend that you eat until you're full, because typically when you don't do that, what happens is you eat because you're so concerned about not eating too much or not gaining too much weight. You don't feel full, and what happens is you start snacking a lot. And after some point, you're just going to grab the nearest snack you find instead of the healthiest one. My recommendation, of course, is to go with almonds, cashew nuts that are unsalted, and peanuts too, are unsalted. But a lot of times when people find themselves in a bind where they're like, I have to eat something, they just grab the nearest thing. They might grab bread or make peanut butter sandwich and take some soda or even water. And you think, hey, I'm taking peanut butter sandwich, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, here's a problem for that. It's a high energy density food. Okay. So even though you take a little bit of it, it has a lot of calories, sometimes up to 200 calories. And that's going to affect you in terms of losing weight. Because typically when you want to lose weight, you want to, what you eat less, then you're going to lose weight. If you eat as much as you want to, it's a little bit challenging. So when I say about making sure you eat full until you're full, I recommend you eat low energy density food, or low energy density food, or low density energy food, however you want to say. The main thing is that it's not dense, it doesn't have as much energy, calories per gram or per pound. That food doesn't have it. That's the main thing to keep in mind. And the food that fill that bill are fruits and vegetables. And then, of course, whole grains will fit that too. Okay, go for whole grains. And the food that is mostly high density, high energy density foods are processed foods. So stay away from processed foods like what? Like pizza, fast food. Okay. Yeah, but these are the easy things that you can grab, right? So that's the challenge. These are the things you can just drive through. You can just grab pizza, right? Order it. You can just, get some fast food. But that's the problem. Those are the processed food. Or even if you go for things like bacon, that's a problem, right? Hot dogs. These are the things that are easy for you to get. Hamburgers. They're the processed food, and they're very high energy density foods. And that's a problem. So when I talk about food variety to lose weight and keep it off, what I want you to focus on is make variety part of your daily eating habit. Okay. Just one example where I'm just going to, read this a little bit more. So do not eat a particular food too much just because you like it, or if you usually for example, if you usually eat a lot of white bread and soda just because you enjoyed it, well, cut down or consider stopping it altogether, because bread and soda contain significant amount of calories and sodium, So if you're eating a lot of that, it's hard for you to lose weight. On the other hand, if you plan your meals ahead of time, you'll have time to create options. You'll have time to have whole grains, have vegetables, beans, which lead to an increase in fiber and reduction in fat into what you're eating. You can even add some fish to it. That's part of the variety. You can make Friday or any other day you want as your day that you take a lot of fish, and that's going to help you. I can't say it enough. Eat more veggies and, fruits, eat more salads, add more chia seeds to whatever you're eating. Cut down your portion. Think about it. If you've been eating like a lot more than you wanted to throughout this period, cut down the portion, right? If you've been eating a lot of meat, go for lean meat, So make those changes, and then you're going to see yourself losing weight. Because why is that the case? Because your calories will come down and the weight loss will follow. This is particularly important if you know that your lifestyle is largely sedentary, that you don't move around a lot. You spend a lot of time sitting down either for work or maybe even at home, And again, if you're an older adult, if you're above 40, your metabolism has slowed down. It's not quite as fast and it's not quite as active or as high as it was when you were in your 20s. So again, the more high density energy food you eat, the problem. So you're not going to be able to burn those things as fast as you would. And a lot of that energy is going to be converted to fat for storage. So finally, I want to talk about something that is called the hedonic hunger score and your baseline weight, and how they contribute to, to variety and, and your weight. So research has shown that the higher hedonic hunger score you have, the more likely you are to lose weight. What does that mean? That means the higher hedonic hunger score reflects, your drive to eat, for pleasure. So the higher it is, the lower your drive to eat for pleasure, and the more likely you're going to lose weight. But if you have a lower score, you have a higher tendency to eat for pleasure, which means you're just going to eat food because you like the way it tastes, It reminds you, it has some, you have some emotional connection to it. It reminds you of some good times, some good feelings. So you just eat. You're not eating till you're full, until you're happy. You're just eating because it just makes you feel good and all that. And that's going to make you eat a lot more than you would like. But hey, even if you feel like eating a lot, or you're eating a lot of veggies and fruits, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have a lot of fibers and roughage in that. Before you know it, you feel full. So you still won't get as much carbs as you would have if you're just eating processed food. So that's another reason why variety is important, especially if you know yourself. If you're following me and you know about the Relentless Weight Loss program, you would have done your 72-hour food audit, and you would have known your tendencies in terms of eating, in terms of your environment, the things that are driving you to eat more food. You know, is it just the ambience where you find yourself? Is it stress? Is it just, you know, you want to feel good? It's something that you really like, that is pleasant to the eyes and sweet to the tongue and feels good in your body when you eat it. You would know these tendencies, so you have an idea of, even if you don't have an exact score. I don't have an exact hedonic hunger score for myself, but I do know that I have the ability to resist certain foods, and I don't really, there are certain things, yes, I would eat because of the pleasure of the food, but the number is reducing and reducing, and that's what your 72-hour food audit would help you do. Okay, so the other factor to this is, how can you contribute? The other, you know, side of that coin is knowing your, what's it called again? Let me see if I can just find where I wrote that down. Okay, I went up here. Just give me a minute. Bear with me. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and we're going to go to where we said here. Okay, here it is. I'm just, again, I have to, what do I have to do here? Okay, yeah. So on the other hand, if you're able to recognize and manage the environmental cues that make you want to eat, you will also be able to lose weight more. Okay, so like things like, some people, when they're stressed out, they want to eat a lot. Some people, when they're stressed out, they don't want to eat. They want to think and think how they're going to solve this problem. Some people, when there's something not working the way it should in the house, they want to go out and eat something or drink something, you know. So you have to know yourself again and make adjustments. Which cues predispose you to eating? It's like similar to smoking, right? Some people, under certain circumstances, they need to smoke. So the same thing with food. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to summarize, you know, we're looking at low density energy food and high density energy food. And then you look at your hedonic hunger score, and you look at your, the cues, the environmental cues for eating. If you look at these four things, and after doing your 72-hour audit, you would know which one works more for you. You would be able to choose the variety. But if you remember nothing at all about what I said today, just eat more fruits and veggies and cut down your portions. You know, make a drastic cut down in your portions for the next 1 month. And then that will give you an idea of how much you've lost and what you need to, the adjustments you need to make. Okay, that's what I have to share with you today. If you're already a member of the, if you've signed up for the Relentless Weight Loss Program, you would get this more detail there. And if you haven't, hey, please consider signing up. And then depending on where you get this, if you're getting this from YouTube, please subscribe. Okay, so that when I release a video or when I share more, what we have from the Dollar Compass Academy, hey, you'll be notified, and you can pick up some tips and strategies for self-mastery, which is actually our main focus, you know. So we just want to give you tips and strategies that would help you achieve greater self-mastery, and then that will translate to more consistent, relentless transformation, which will translate to what? Greater personal success, more ability to live your intended life, to become the better version of yourself, you know, in all dimensions, you know, optimal health, communication, and transformation. Okay, I'm going to stop at that. Finally, I know I said finally before, one more. I'm going to say that you can also, you know, I want to close with this. The fact is that when it comes to losing weight, the more you know about the daily factors that can affect how you eat, the more you'll be able to eat smart in a way that works for you without getting untouched your diets. You know, diets that you start but you cannot sustain and bring a lot of change to your lifestyle that just doesn't fit into your personality, your sense of self, sense of well-being. And like I said, this is part of the process of relentless self-mastery. Okay. You can also get a free copy of my 12 creative ways to add 100 steps and exercise more without going to the gym. This is just, to help you become more active and help also to build up, to boost your metabolism. It's a compass report. I'll put the link. If you're getting this from YouTube, you're able to get the link. If you're just getting this from me directly from my blog, then you're already subscribed and you probably already have that. Okay, this yes, like I said, this creative this report will also help you lose weight and achieve greater optimal health. And if you don't already have a simple and effective strategy for losing weight and keeping it off, you can just click here to get the Relentless Weight Loss course today. Well, thank you. I'll see you next time.